Okay, so here's another random word generator. Let me change this. Going to click up here. Boom. The word is custom. Custom. Let's see what we have for custom. Custom. Let's see. What would be a word custom? What's in there as far as a possible story having to do with customs? So when I came back from Bonaire, the first trip that I took there a couple of years after college, Bonaire, an island in the Caribbean, pretty far down, pretty far south, like I think about 60 miles north of Venezuela. Um, I had to go through customs on the way back, and it had been a really wonderful trip. I stayed with some college friends at a kind of a house. It was really kind of a little villa that one of them, their boss, owned in Bonaire. Just wonderful, right on the water. We would snorkel right off the back porch. And I came back and I was really tan, and my hair was kind of long, and I just had this kind of blissed out vibe, I guess. So there was a customs official who first spotted me as I was coming into the airport, probably at JFK. And, I had a suitcase, obviously, and he just got it in his head. I think his name was Buzz, actually, and he had a buzz cut, very marine looking. Got it into his head that I was like a drug carrier, that that he could, this bust that he was going to do would be like a super like career promotion move or something. So he took me into what's called secondary inspection. It was a back room. It's like this little room, and there's a younger guy in there because Buzz was kind of grizzled, with the leathery face and the buzz cut. But there was a young guy who was like a note taker, and he was seated at a desk, and Buzz kind of patted me down. I was going to say strip search, but I didn't have to take off my clothes, but I felt pretty vulnerable. He's just kind of running his hands, up and down, kind of up in the crotch area. It was like, whoa, we're getting a little close there, Buzz. But I didn't say that. I just felt, not literally, but metaphorically, figuratively exposed. And he went through all the stuff in my briefcase. I had taken some watercolor paper, a big pad, and I had a bunch of brushes and a little set of watercolor paints, because I did some watercolor painting on the island. That I was preparing a portfolio because I was getting ready to apply to architecture school. I ended up getting in, but I didn't go. Anyway, that's unimportant. What's important is that Buzz went through this stuff, and he saw, he wasn't turning up drugs, because I'm not a drug user, even though I look like one. I look like probably that I was high just because of my vibe, my Caribbean, like blissed out vibe. So he didn't find anything, but so he took the brushes, and he kept some of them. Some of my favorite little camel's hair brushes. I never got those back. Somewhere in a government file, perhaps to this day, all these years later, is a non-drug bearing camel's hair brush. He figured, I probably used it. I don't know, for cocaine. I'm not really aware of how a brush would be impregnated with the kind of drugs that he was hoping that I would take. So the point is, I let him down, and so it was kind of mutual, because he kind of ruined my vibe. So we were not good for each other in that moment. Sorry, Buzz. Better luck next time.